banking system where you just basically pay people to make a loan that they ought to make anyway. And it sets aside a loan reserve, and they make the loans direct to the University of Louisville, University of Kentucky, every college in Kentucky. They get the money. Then they take $40 billion of the $60 billion they saved and allocate it over the next 10 years to make sure that the Pell Grants and the work-study programs and the tax credits and the deductions for tuition keep up with inflation for a whole decade, so you keep ahead. Wait. This means the loans will be cheaper. I did this on an optional basis. It saved the average student $1,300 on every $10,000 they had to repay. That's a lot of money. But by far more important, when this dropout thing is a problem, is you will now, under this new student loan program, have the absolute right, every young man and woman that borrows money to go to school, the absolute right to pay that loan back as a small, fixed percent of your income for up to 20 years, never more than 10%, and less if you become a teacher, a nurse, law enforcement officer. You understand what this means? Nobody will ever have to drop out of college again because they're worried about the loan burden. It's revolutionary, and we're going back to #1 again. And America is going to come out of this stronger than ever again because of this law. Unless Mr. Paul and his colleagues have their way, because unbelievably enough, while they're not putting it on television, they put it in the fine print of the red meat they serve up to their supporters, and alas, I read that stuff. They promised to repeal this law. That's really, their position is, don't vote for Jack, vote for Rand Paul. And we will repeal the student loan law, we'll make college more expensive, we'll make the loans harder to repay, we'll add $20 billion to the national debt. Why? Because the people want their $60 billion back, that's why. And they don't care if we drop from 12th to 20th to 50th and we compromise your future. But I care, and he cares, and if you care, you will see that people are there voting tomorrow.